Welcome everybody to a new mod map tour on Deep South Gaming. Today we'll be doing an overview of Kinlaig, the new expansion DLC from Giant Software. Now you do have to pay for this, and it's $30, which I think is a little high for an expansion. But you do get a lot of new equipment and stuff with this. So I mean, if you haven't pre-ordered it and got the 10% off, or the season's pass, or the year one package, you can go to like Farmer Cop, Mr. Sealy P, DJ Goham, or Clutch Simulations, and they have links to a 10% discount because they're Giant's partners. So if you haven't bought it yet, I recommend going to one of their channels and getting that code so you can save a little money. But this is our farm on new farmer mode. We start with all this right here, which is actually quite a bit. You got cow pasture here. You got field 23, 22, 20, and 35. 35 is a grass field. 20 is a barley field, ready to be harvested. 23 is wheat, ready to be harvested. And 22 is a harvested field. Or no, it's a plowed field. Actually, this map is varying in size from small to medium-sized fields. Looks like 25 is your biggest field, and that'll run you 412,000. All the other ones, 155, 250, 100. They're not too bad priced, and there is forestry plots, so 200 for that, 200 for that, or 180, and 213 for that one. So all in all, the prices ain't too bad. The only added crop is onions, which if you're playing with seasonal growth, you plant them in March, April, and harvest them in August and September. You do start off with sheep. You got, let's see, 9, 10, 11 sheep of varying age, all the Black Welsh Mountains. Of course, it's a Scottish map, so they include that. And then you start with 15 Highland cattle of varying age. And they're in a pen, so you gotta give them food and water. There are contracts on fields you don't own. You don't own any productions, but there are a ton on the map. You got a bakery, a 500 kW VGA, a carpentry shop, a fish food factory, a quarry, a sawmill, a spinnery, a stonemason, a tailor shop, a vegetable processing, which is basically the preserved food factories, but as you can see here, they added fried onions, onion salt, and onion soup for the onions. You got a windmill, and a young fish breeding, I'm going to call it a greenhouse for what it looks like. And as you can see, there's plenty of sell points too, including a train station. For your vehicles, you start with a Albert pallet fork, a Bunning series trailer, which this is a new brand for this expansion, which this is a 19.3 thousand liter trailer. You got a Horse Credo 3 Power Hero, and a Horse Versa Cedar, which you combine these two makes it a direct drill basically. You got Fast Track 2115, which is a new mod, or is new for this map. It's 130 horsepower. Got Nosh Eco Cultivator, You got a Massey Ferguson MF 8570, your base model harvester, which you start with on most maps. You got the header for it and a trailer. You got a New Holland 1,000 kilo weight. You got a New Holland T8020, which I believe that's new for this map. You got a Pottinger Boss Alpine 251 pickup wagon. You got a Quickie Q4M front loader, front loader. You got a Samaz KDF 341 mower, front mower. You got a Skoda Octavia, words are hard. 10 Winkle pack 750 kilo weight. And that is all. So here's the start farm. Your house is over here. One thing I was surprised on about this map, you start with a house you can actually walk into. You got a sitting room with a farming captain. Here's your wardrobe trigger in the laundry room. Nice little fireplace. Kitchen area, and they included a stove, unlike some of the other ones. It'd be cool if, you could do like in Stardew Valley, come up to the fireplace, click it, and it actually has a fire in it. I don't think you can open this door. Nope. Then we go upstairs. You got your sleep trigger in the master bedroom. Got another little bedroom here. And a little sitting area. And you could come up to the attic. Come up here, hide and watch the game. Now there are collectibles on this map. They're little messages in a bottle. Alright, come over to the shed. The details on this map are very nice, I have to admit. Got a little generator there. Don't work, but here's your power hero and planter, and you got 1,000 liters of seeds right next to it. There's your New Holland. Here's your sheep barn. You can hold 32 animals in it. There's your trigger for that, and here's your food trigger. And you do start with, what, 7 bales of hay at 600 liters each. Then you come over here. You got your harvester and header under this shed. In here you have your front end loader, your JBC, and your cultivator. And over here you have bunker silos. Over here is your silo. Your input. And then you got more storage areas here. Got a shed over there, which looks like it's falling apart. And here's your output for your silo. And then there's your cattle. I do like the look of these. The only thing with these is they're beef cattle, so you're not going to get milk off of them. But I do think they look pretty cool. And like I said, you gotta give them food and water. And you got 15 of 212. They don't start with any food like the sheep do, but you water there, your food there. There's your barley field. Behind it is your across the street is your plowed field and your wheat field. So let's go get in our Skoda and we'll have us to drive around the map. Back out some. All in all, I think this is a very well done map. I haven't played on it yet, so I don't know how the gameplay is on it. But I heard Oxygen David helped with this map. Oh yeah, we're in Europe, so we got to be on this side of the road. Which, judging by the markings on the road, it does look like an Oxygen David kind of style stuff too. So, alright, so here we have our bakery and a coffee house. Both are sell points. We're gonna come up here. You have a lime station and the Feed and Grain South sell point. And y'all get to see the train. It's a steam locomotive. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I love the bridges and stuff too. I like European architecture, especially the old Roman style. Which I've never been to Scotland, unfortunately, but I have been to Ireland. And I know the countryside's beautiful out there. Alright, we have another sell point right here, which is the sawmill. As you can see, it's not a basic, vanilla copy sawmill. Everything's customized for this map, which I like. And signs do have collisions. Come around here, take a left up here. And here's your 500 kW BGA. Slurry and silage input there. And to buy the BGA is 1.8 million. Kind of high, but it can make you some money, so you know, there's that. And I like how they did these bunker silos. And I don't use bunker silos. I do like the look of these ones. You got a weathered wood looking look to them, or not aged concrete blocks. From there, it looked like wood planks. Yeah, I have to say, I am very surprised at how good all this looks, being a Giants map. Alright, let's see where we're going to go from here. Alright, we're going to come down past the gas station and come up this way. Alright, so here's the gas station. It does have electric charge areas too. So if you want to do electric vehicles, you can charge them right there. And then we'll come up yonder way and not crash. Ooh, missed our turn. Alright, right here we have our reserve food factory, or canning factory, broth and can. And up here we have our quarry and our stone sell point, which, let's go ahead and buy this real quick. So this, you just put water in and you get big stones out. It's 1 water to 25 big stones. So very good ratio. Why? And you ask me, why would I want big stones? Well, there is a build you could do on this to restore the castle, and it's takes stones. Alright, here's your, what we got here, spinnery. Which I love how everything is made for this map. I know I keep saying that, but visually I love this map. It's, I mean, just is what it is, I guess. Alright, up here on the right we have the masonry shop. We'll go ahead and buy this one too. Oops, wrong button. And this, you bring your big stones here and you get castle stones and roof shingles. 53 big stones, 42 castle stones, and then 53 big stones to 35 roof shingles. You'll need both of these for the castle build. Oops. And then we'll continue down this way. Let's see, where are we? No, we won't. That's the edge of the map. Alright, we're going to head back yonder, this way. And I don't know of any shortcuts. I really didn't plan this route out best, but up here we'll take a right. It'd be nice to see some like Range Rovers, Land Rovers, Land Cruisers and stuff on this map, just driven by NPCs. I think that'd be pretty cool. Alright, up here on the right, you have the coal mine. We'll come visit that in a minute because it's unique. I'll just say that. But this way you have Noah's house, I believe. Yep, you got Noah's house right there. And then we'll follow this road around. Take a left here, I believe, and follow this path. Got a little bips and bobs. You got some people camping out there. Alright, this is your Alba coal mine. It's a buy station. And the only thing you can buy here is coal. For $1,470 a pallet. And that's what they look like. As you can see, it's 1,000 liters, 150 kilograms. Just a little overweight to be picked up by hand. But look at the ivy growing up the building. Got graffiti on it. But anyways, with the coal, if you come to sell prices, you will see there's no production that actually uses coal. It's just something you could buy to sell. I mean, good way to make some quick money. Look like you're getting about, right now, $300 per 1,000 liters more than what you buy it for. At peak price, you get about $400 more per 1,000 liters. So, okay, so we're gonna hop back in here. And we'll head back down. Let's see, can I do a shortcut? I wouldn't recommend this in real life, but ooh. and that's a fast way down. So let's see, where are we again? Okay, so we'll head to that pink dot up there, and then I think we'll just do a flyover for the rest of the map, just because there's a lot to go over and it takes a while to drive around this map, and I don't want a hour and a half long map tour. I'm sure y'all don't either. So this is your castle rebuild. Bring your stuff here. No, there's 65 steps to this castle rebuild. And first step needs wood beams and long planks. Alright, so let's go into flight mode. And bring our map back up. So down by the shore, you have your small fish factory right here. So we'll take a look at that real quick. Young fish breeding. You got, it's 72 fish food to 80 young salmon, or 71 fish food to 87 young salmon, which has a higher cycles per month, costs almost 10 times more, but you get a lot more out of it. I will stick with that one. And same for trout. Got one that's over 10 times more for less, for 48 more cycles a month, so that really ain't worth it. This one you're actually getting closer to doubling the cycles, but like I said, the cost per month is a lot higher. And then here you have your magic books and tricks sell point. You have the lighthouse over here, which has some surprises. I'll leave it at that. Here you have your grain mill. Your warehouse, I believe. Yeah, your warehouse. Your East Pool Grain, which is your railroad silo. And you have your logistics center railroad, which is a buy point. And you have your carpentry shop and electric charging station next to your train rental place. So here's your train rental, which is at the train station, which I like. Then over here in town, you have another electric charging station, your bakery, and Harborview Coffee, and another bakery. This is your production. This is just a sell point. And as you can see, there's a ton of sell points. So we're not going to go over every one. We will talk about the productions though. You got your tailor shop over here, and your fish food factory over here, which we'll go look at the fish food factory because that's oops. That is something you will use if you want to do fish farming. So that's where you dump if you don't buy it. If you do buy it, you got 4 different recipes. One with different types of oil. So your canola oil takes flour, soybean, and canola oil. Your olive oil one takes flour. All of them takes flour, oil, and soybean. Flour, soybeans, and oil. Just the recipes are different. So, like your sunflower takes 50 flour, 50 soybean, 12 sunflower oil. Gives you 100 fish food. This one takes 50, 50, and 12 for 100. And your cycles, your cost per month is staggeringly different. Like your sunflower is the cheapest at $24. Your rice oil is the most expensive at $792 per month. Olive oil is $168 per month. And your canola oil is $120. So I would say I would either do the sunflower or the canola oil. I would prefer the sunflower because it's the cheapest, but that's just me. And then over here, we have a Highlands expansion exclusive. And it might help if I go the correct way. Ooh, way too fast. You have another shop area where you can buy 2 exclusive boats, a cargo vessel and a sports boat. So we'll buy one of those. And we'll go ahead and buy us a sports boat. Just so you can look at them. Oops. You can tab over to them. They don't go fast. The sport boat that only does 18 miles per hour, I wouldn't be too impressed with. But it handles fairly decently. It controls more like a skiff than a V-hull, but you know. And then your cargo vessel, which you'll use to move your fish broods and your fish food out to your fish farms. Let's bring up the help menus so I can see what we're doing. Oops. So let's unfold the crane. You could do the crane from here or down at the crane itself. You got tension belts, and then, you know, normal crane controls. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about our construction mode, because there are several things that are added just for this. You got all these sheds down here that are added for this. Silos. You got your bunker silos and a bunch of bunker silos and manure heap. Silo extensions. You have the Highlands heap extension. Constructibles. You got, whoops. You got several constructibles added. Containers. Dang it. You got a couple, you got pig food buy station and biomethane station. Tools. You got electric charging station and farmhouses. You got the tents and the house. Under factories, whoops, you have pretty much all the factories that we looked at. And you have the Holarsis. This is for processing your onions into bags. Basically palletizes your onions, which sells for a little bit more. And then you got your everything else, which is not cheaper to just build your own factory than buying the one on the map at the same price. So selling points, you got a couple kiosks, and then your stone selling station, which you have one over there by your quarry. Greenhouses, you have nothing added. Cultivation, you have nothing added. Generators, nothing added. In aquaculture, this is all your fish farming stuff. You have your offshore aquaculture, your lake aquaculture, and then your young fish breeding, which, where am I? Oops. So with your offshore aquaculture, you got options. You could do a 1x2 layout, a 2x2, a 3x2, a 4x2, and that's 4x2 is 75,000 extra. You know, but the bigger it is, the more fish you can hold. Your lake one, there's no customization to it. Just a small little fish lake. In animals, you have a couple of cow barns, you got 2 horse barns, a large one and a, well, 2 large ones. For your pig barns, you don't have any new ones. Sheeps, you got 1 new one. Chickens, you don't have any new pens. Bees, nothing new. And others, nothing new. Fences, you get a lot of different fences with the Highlands stuff. Hedges, walls, lights. You have nothing new. Others. You have some small sheds and garages. Oops. And decorations. You have a bunch also. Trees, you got new types of trees. And plants, you got a whole bunch of plants. So let's go ahead and just do a little quick flyover. As you can see, oh, and this right here, plot 71, is an additional farm you can buy. It has a cow barn on it. So let it save and I'll show you what all comes with that. Yeah, so you get a cow barn and a bulk haul, which silo like over on our area. And with this pasture, it doesn't say right here how many you can hold, so we'll Find the animal point. Ooh, it's getting laggy. So we call 69 cows in this one. Yeah, there's your lighthouse way out there. The bridge to nowhere. It would be cool if you could actually cross this bridge, but I think it's off the map. Oh, no, you can't. Okay, I haven't tried that. So you got a little village over here. Oh, okay. No, mine's not off the map. I mean, it is off the map. I just hit the collision, so had to go up over it. So here's your harbor area. Here's your boat sale place, or boat shop, fish food factory. I mean, I just love it. Look at all the seagulls. Now, I live on the Gulf Coast, so I know what those seagulls are all about. They can be annoying. Got old Gothic style cathedral there. It just looks so good. Got a little, not a Stonehenge. It's not Stonehenge, but it's a Stonehenge-esque area, which I'm sure y'all have seen other people show when they're doing the teasers and stuff. And then here's your farm. And that's pretty much it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss another episode. And thank you for watching from Deep South Gaming.